Hello, this is New Mistaka here with a tale of failure and also why do I suck at choosing coins? Why is it so difficult to buy coins that are going to get graded properly and without problems? I don't know. I'm sure people are much better at this than me. I am clearly learning a lot along the way, but I have to say that this has been a little bit of a disaster. I'll put the link to the kind of sending coins for grading video that I made a few weeks ago, and this big lot of coins back from NGC is actually the tail end of the previous lot of coins I sent, and also some new ones. So there are quite a few here. But really, let's take a look at the good points and the disasters. It is not an easy thing to find problem-free coins, and maybe I should be a little bit more choosy about the ones that I send for grading. And I'm kind of learning, and I am learning to throw some back if I think that they'll get details gradings. But generally, not too bad, but lessons learnt. This Australian sovereign I thought looked a good coin. MS62 is quite respectable for that. Quite happy with that one. Let's see what's next in the box. This is 1873 British sovereign AU50. AU50 is just about the baseline at which it's worth having these things graded, unless it's particularly rare. So although it wasn't a problem-free coin, it probably wasn't the best choice of coin to get graded either. But it does mean that I can have all these sovereigns in a little stack lined up, and the kind of slab almost acts as my album, so it's not such a bad thing. But I guess the same thing applied with this 1898 British sovereign veiled head. I did get an MS62 a couple of months ago on one of these, so I can recognise a better coin. This wasn't, but it was, again, not bad, just about the baseline at which you want to have these things graded. AU53. It's a fairly common sovereign anyway with the veiled head, but yeah, kind of just about okay. And I guess that's where the good news started to end with this lot. I just didn't see this one coming. Now that I look at it, yeah, the scratch is fairly obvious down the bottom, but I didn't really think that that little scratch would stop it getting graded. But I guess one of the things I'm learning is where they draw the line, because I've noticed one or two scratches do get through, but there are certain scratches that they don't let get through. They're trying to maintain some kind of consistency of grades, so that one was really a bad news one, and like London buses, bad news often follows bad news. So yet another disaster. Disaster number 2. I didn't really notice the marks around the outside. Now that I really look for them, I know what I'm looking for. I can see that probably this one did come from jewellery, but it wasn't really obvious to me looking at the coin. I thought it had a little bit of lustre left. It looked like an okay coin to get graded. Didn't see the jewellery thing coming at all. But there you go. Blind Numistaka. And then, again, like London buses, they come in threes. This one didn't even get into a capsule because it is not real. It was a fake, a counterfeit, 1887, $1. Very sad, very sad. I bought this one off eBay, off of a guy who seemed genuine when his PayPal didn't work. With hindsight, I should have seen the alarm bells. It was absolutely classic, and it was just really, common sense not to buy it from that particular person at that particular time, and I didn't follow my instincts. I bought it. Not good. Well, that's followed by the 1893 Eagle. I mean, all eagles are lovely coins, whether they've been cleaned or not. So disasters are all kind of relative. But I have to say, probably you can see that it has been cleaned. It's got lots of little marks on. Still got some kind of luster there somewhere. You've got the cartwheel luster. I thought that was okay, but actually there's probably a little bit too much cleaning going on as well. So, the good news. There was a little bit of good news. This beautiful $5 Indian MS62. It looked like a good coin. These are really difficult to grade properly, and that's why it's best left to the grading services to decide on them, where they've got people who've seen hundreds and hundreds of these coins. Very pleased with this. Everyone, one of you guys told me it looked pretty good when I showed it as a raw coin. But MS62, very pleased with that. Very pleased indeed. Good result. One of the very few good results in this batch of coins. This one could have been worse. It's the first Type 3 I've sent for grading that has actually not been a problem coin. It is, and that there's been 5 of them so far. I've had cleaned, removed from jewellery, not genuine. Stay clear of raw Type 3 $1 coins. These are really, really difficult unless you know what you're doing, which I don't, to deal with. So here's you can see the difference in colour. You can see that the 1883, which should be pretty much the same colour, is a lot more reddy gold than the fake one, which is more goldy coloured. But I didn't really have them side by side to compare them. You can see here, I'll put them side by side, and you can see a little bit more closely. It is actually a really, really good fake, and I don't know when this got faked, whether it's an old fake or a new fake. It is frightening that somebody is going around, creating fakes of this type of coin. There were only 7,500 minted in the first place, so it's quite a rare coin, although a lot of them were kept so that it's not incredibly valuable compared to some of the other dates where few of them were kept as souvenirs. So it fooled me when I bought it. Now I can see the difference, and you can see the difference too. Just watch out for these things. If something seems too good to be true, it often is. There's a lot of this stuff on eBay. eBay is a very difficult place to buy from anyway, even if you're paying through PayPal, though you're protected. There are thousands and thousands and thousands of fake coins for sale every day on eBay, and eBay just do not seem to want to know about it or do anything about it. It really is the worst thing about eBay as a company, the fact that they built their business on selling counterfeit goods and not stopping people. So, moving on. 1908 Indian. Genuine coin. I'm happy to get any coin that's not problem-free, that is problem-free rather. Not quite as good as the 1909, but still perfectly respectable to get an AU55 in one of these coins. So, particularly the Eagles, I've had one or two other problems, and polished coins, there's a lot of polished coins, a lot of clean coins. It's nice to have a genuinely good one. Again, 1893 S, an AU53, not the best I've had, but again, not problem-free. A problem-free coin, which is good. So, can't really complain about that one. I think that a couple of the $5 half eagles that I sent in more recently should do better than that, hoping for better results next time. This one is quite interesting. 1851 O for New Orleans. It's a fairly well, it's not rare, but it is rarer than the sort of standard Pennsylvania ones. Really like this. Won it in an auction where there were loads of bidders trying to get this coin on eBay. AU55, which could have been better, but it's again quite respectable, problem free. Not unhappy with that result at all. That was good. They actually enclosed some mint packaging that belonged to a previous order here, so it was nice to get that back. They must have forgotten to put it in the last box or something like that. You can pay them $3 extra and they'll return the original mint packaging, which is often a really good idea. So in the time before, I had some economy grading done. So economy can take 24-25 working days or more, but it is much cheaper to have grading done for economy for older non-precious metal coins, and so I chose to do that. I think it's about $15 or $16 generally a coin to have these coins graded, but they take a long time. Really nice English half farthing. So a penny, half a penny. A farthing is a quarter of a penny. A half farthing is an eighth of an old penny, and 12 old pennies made up a shilling. So this was a tiny coin. But again, here there were failures. There was a very, very nice coin. This one's, I think, a farthing, Victorian farthing. I didn't notice the rim damage, or I did notice it, but I thought it wasn't severe enough to actually stop it getting graded. I was wrong. They chose to details grade it because of the little ding on the bottom of it, but it is a beautiful coin other than that. So quite happy generally, but it would have been nice to see this in a proper slab, not a details slab. A couple of these numismatic items for Frank if he's watching. And then next up we've got, well, I think this is a really lovely coin. You know, I bought it because I loved it. I'm glad it wasn't a problem coin. It's the only coin I've got with this really old kind of classic head on, which is difficult to find coins that are in good condition. Didn't get an amazing rating, VF35, but it's not bad at all. A half cent. Some of these old American coins, very nice to have in a collection. You know, it's not only gold and silver which is worth collecting. Some of these copper coins are also really nice. So carrying on with some of the other old American coin pickups, it's just really nice to build to see a few of these different types. So this is dime, VF. It's not most beautiful example, but you know, a lot of these coins, the beautiful examples are way out of budget in terms of expense, and so these were the best that I could find at a reasonable price point. So you know, it's important to buy coins that are good value. This one is a good example of a great coin, but I got a fairly low grade. I fell for the guy who was advertising its description of it being a great coin, and I negotiated a good price on it, but actually I still overpaid by about 400% on it based on the grading. So this is the no drapery version. In other words, round the right of the Seated Liberty's arms there's no drapery over her shoulder. The one with drapery is actually much more valuable. I hope you precious metal stackers like looking at some of these old American coins. They're pretty cool coins. You know, I think you should all have one or two of these in the collection, because it's really nice to find out about the history of some of these items, as well as just looking at sort of the weight of gold content or silver content or spot. It kind of adds a touch of class to the whole concept of collecting. So I hope that you guys don't get discouraged by my massive failure at recognizing raw coins that are suitable for grading. I hope that you can see some of the reasons why, where I've made mistakes and learned from that. It really is quite difficult to buy raw coins. A lot of the time, if a coin is being sold and it's raw and it's old, there's a story behind it and there's a reason why it's not being graded. And I suspect a lot of the time people have graded them and they've been broken out the slabs to resell with some kind of description which is misleading. So let me know what you think of my grading this time and my failure